In the cookie-cutter confines of Willow Creek Estates, where every lawn was manicured to military precision and mailboxes matched in glossy black, lived Jake Harlan. Jake was your average guy. 35, divorced, software coder by day, grill master by weekend. His modest ranch-style home on Elm Street was his sanctuary, a rare patch of chaos in the neighborhood's suffocating order. Weeds poked through his driveway cracks, his basketball hoop sagged slightly, and God forbid, his trash cans occasionally lingered curbside Tuesday pickup. Enter Karen Whitaker, president of the Willow Creek Homeowners Association, HOA. Karen was a force of nature disguised as a middle-aged real estate agent with a perm that defied gravity and a clipboard perpetually fused to her manicured claws. At 52, she ruled the subdivision like a suburban dictator, fining residents for crimes as minor as non-compliant flowerbed mulch or visible grill residue. Her crown jewel was the annual HOA newsletter, Willow Creek Watch, where she doled out passive-aggressive manifestos. Dear neighbors, if your hedge trimmers are rusty, so is your commitment to community standards. Jake's troubles began innocently enough on a sweltering July afternoon. He was elbow-deep in his car's engine, a beat-up 2008 Ford Mustang he'd nursed back from the junkyard, when Karen's white SUV screeched into his driveway. She emerged like a missile, sunglasses perched on her nose, fines already printing from her portable printer. Mr. Harlan, she barked, clipboard thrust forward. This eyesore of a vehicle violates. No inoperable machinery visible from the street for over 48 hours. That's a $250 fine, payable immediately. Jake wiped grease from his hands, squinting up at her. Karen, it's been 2 hours. I'm fixing it right now.
Chill.
This is Willow Creek Estates, not a chop shop. Pay up, or it's lien time. She slapped the citation on his windshield. He sighed, pocketing the paper.
Fine.
But I'm not paying today. Send the bill. Her eyes narrowed to slits. You'll regret that insolence. That was Tuesday. By Thursday, the fine snowballed. $50 for oil drippage, $100 for garage door left ajar 3. 7 minutes. Jake ignored them, figuring she'd move on to terrorizing the Jensens' slightly crooked birdhouse. But Karen had other plans. Saturday morning, Jake's doorbell rang like an air raid siren. There stood Karen, flanked by her yappy Pomeranian Mr. Finesse and a Tupperware of what smelled like lemon bars. Jake, dear, she cooed, a saccharine shift from her usual venom. I baked these as a peace offering. But I need a small favor. My Volvo's in the shop, transmission again, and I require a loan. $5,000. Just until my settlement clears. Jake blinked, staring at the Tupperware like it was radioactive. Karen, we barely know each other. And after the fines. No way. Her smile cracked. It's a community favor. Neighbors help neighbors.
Refuse and...
Well, the board meets Monday. He shut the door politely. That night, his Mustang's tires were slashed. Coincidence. Jake called the cops, but they shrugged. HOA disputes weren't their jam. The harassment escalated. Anonymous letters flooded his mailbox. Pay up or paint your house regulation beige. His power flickered during Zoom calls, later traced to accidental meter tampering. Then came the midnight weed whacker assaults on his lawn. Jake installed cameras, capturing Karen in fuzzy night vision glory, Mr. Finesse yipping encouragement. Desperate, Jake attended the next HOA meeting in the community center, a beige purgatory of folding chairs and fluorescent hum. 30 residents milled about, avoiding eye contact. Karen ascended the podium, like a general. Agenda Item 1. Jake Harlan's violations. She projected slides of his infractions, a close-up of his sagging hoop labeled public hazard. The crowd murmured. Jake stood. This is bullshit, Karen. You're extorting me, because I won't loan you cash. Gasps rippled. Karen's face turned beet red. Slander. Fine, $500 for disruption. A retiree, old Mr. Patel, piped up. Karen, ease up. Kid's just fixing his car. She whirled. Traitor. Your roses are 2 inches over code. The meeting dissolved into chaos. Jake stormed out, vowing revenge via legal channels. But Karen was steps ahead. By dawn, his Mustang sat on bricks, engine gutted, hood flung open like a sacrificial offering. "That's it," Jake muttered, filing a police report. The officer, a bored local named Ruiz, nodded sympathetically.
Wawa.
"Seen it before. Get a lawyer." Lawyer. Jake's savings were zilch post-divorce. He fortified. New locks, motion lights, a beware of attack cat sign. His tabby, Whiskers, was more cuddly than ferocious. Weeks blurred into a siege. Karen's inspections became daily rituals. She'd patrol his property with a measuring tape, citing him for atmospheric discord, his barbecue smoke. Fines piled to $3,000. Then, the loan ask resurfaced, this time via certified mail. Repay community spirit with $5,000 or face foreclosure proceedings. Jake laughed bitterly. Foreclosure. For weeds. He researched. Willow Creek's covenants were ironclad, Karen's pet project from her board coup 5 years back. Rumors swirled of her shady dealings, kickbacks from approved landscapers, forged votes. One stormy evening, as thunder rattled the windows, Karen pounded on his door. Soaked, wild-eyed, she thrust a checkbook. "Last chance, Harlan. Lend it or lose everything." "No," he said firmly, cracking the door. "Go home, Karen." Her laugh was unhinged. "You think this is over? Willow Creek is mine." She vanished into the rain, Mr. Finesse trailing like a furry omen. Jake didn't sleep. At 3 a.m., a deafening whoosh shook the house. Glass shattered. He bolted outside to flames, his Mustang engulfed, a crater where the hood once was. Not Molotovs. Something bigger. Scorched earth radiated from the blast site, reeking of rocket fuel. Neighbors poured out, phones flashing. In the inferno's glow stood Karen, 50 yards away on her lawn, clutching a rocket launcher. A sleek, military-grade tube, smoke curling from the muzzle. Mr. Finesse yapped triumphantly at her feet. She lowered it slowly, eyes locked on Jake, a manic grin splitting her face. "Holy shit," gasped Mr. Sirens wailed as fire trucks doused the pyre. Cops swarmed, Ruiz cuffing Karen as she shrieked. He refused the loan. He violated the covenants. This is justice. Jake, heart pounding, pointed. She did it.
Rocket launcher.
Right there. Evidence was damning. Thermal cams caught the launch. Her garage yielded the launcher, stolen from a military surplus auction, per later reports. Residue on her gloves matched the propellant. Turns out, Karen's settlement was a Ponzi scheme gone was her Hail Mary to keep the lights on amid embezzled HOA funds. The trial was a circus. Prosecutors painted Karen as a suburban supervillain. From fines to felonies, the defendant's reign of terror ended with an RPG 7 knockoff on a Ford Mustang. Her defense: temporary insanity from non-compliant hedges.
The jury didn't buy it.
Karen got 20 years for attempted murder, arson, weapons charges, and HOA fraud. Willow Creek disbanded the board. Covenants dissolved. Jake's violations vanished overnight. In the aftermath, neighbors rallied. Mr. Patel gifted him a new Mustang, cherry red, HOA-proof. Jake grilled for the weeds be damned. As he raised a beer to the rebuilt driveway, he chuckled. Never lend money to a woman with a clipboard.